9:48 on this Saturday morning. Time to imagine it with the chief scientist, Carl Nelson from the Imagination Station. Normally, when we say we have egg all over our faces and it's an expression, hopefully that's not something that will come to physical fruition, but maybe you're hoping for that. I don't know.
We'll see.
All right.
So, at the Science Center, we've been doing all sorts of things about egg stream science.
Sure.
Everything you do with eggs. Put them in jars, stand on them without breaking them, stack cinder blocks on them. In fact, today we've got a egg drop challenge.
Okay.
Can you drop an egg from 20 feet and have it survive?
Doesn't sound like it, but scientists can figure out a way.
But I think the fun part of that is probably when it hits the bottom and it does crack. Okay, and so that's what we're going to do here today.
All right.
So put your safety glasses on.
I'm doing it.
Because I've got a bunch of eggs that have holes in the top and bottom, okay?
Right.
So I've hollowed them out.
And you just blow out the inside.
You need to blow out the inside. That's the gross part. I'll spare you that. So what we're going to do, though, is we're going to fill them with some hydrogen gas. Okay, and then we're going to light them on fire. Now, you're going to be in charge of the lighter.
Great.
Okay.
All right. My wife doesn't even let me do this when it's barbecue season.
Don't light that up with the balloon here.
Okay.
But what you're going to do is once I fill it with hydrogen, you're going to bring the lighter over to the top of the egg, and then we'll just see what happens. Okay?
Sure.
Now, you did talk about getting egg on your face and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I am concerned about that a little bit. So we're going to put some face shields on. Just,
got it.
You know, eggs are kind of sharp. They're kind of pokey.
Terrific.
So I'll fill it with the hydrogen. You will then light it, okay?
It's like the Egdenberg, I guess maybe we can say. Oh, the Eggmanity.
You could do all those kinds of things. So I'm going to flush out the air that's inside the egg, completely fill it with hydrogen, and set it down over here. Go ahead and light your lighter.
Is there a safety mechanism?
Okay. Well, there is, yeah. So then bring that flame right over to the egg. That's good. Back away.
Back away.
No,
It's still going?
No, it's fine.
Oh, it's going.
It's actually, what's happening is the hydrogen burns because it's floating out of the egg.
Okay.
But as the hydrogen leaves, oxygen from the air starts to fill the egg from the bottom. And at some point, you use up all the hydrogen, the flame drops inside, and we get an explosive mixture of gas. Go ahead and light it up. Perfect.
And it's going down into the bottom.
Tiny little flame. It's going to drop down inside the egg, and at some point, the whole egg just explodes.
Now, how come that one exploded and the other one went up in the air?
Well, you know, have you ever, like when you've, here, let's try it again, I'll tell you why. Light it up.
Please.
I've actually baked these eggs so that the membrane inside is really brittle. And so it all depends on how the membrane has sort of baked inside the egg. Sometimes they shatter, sometimes they just pop up in the air.
This goes to show you, if you want to be a scientist, sometimes you got to bake a few eggs.
That's good. So it's a really hard to see flame. We'll drop down inside, explosive mixture. Ah, it was a good one. All right? Okay. So,
man.
This is the kind of stuff we're doing down at the Science Center for Extreme Science.
I suspect this is the kind of stuff you do in your garage as well.
I try to limit it in the garage and only do it here at the Science Center.
I'm going to take this off.
Cool stuff that we're doing, everything you can imagine with eggs. Come down and check out that egg drop challenge today, where we'll provide you all the supplies. See if you can build a contraption that'll support an egg. Let it hit the ground.
Excellent.
Not break.
I want to use the rest of that hydrogen when we're off the air, but take a look here if you want to get down there. Those are the times. Thanks very much, Carl. That is this week's Imagine It. Now we're going to turn it over now to Dave with sports.